Welcome to the 10-Minute Car Sales Talk Podcast, where it's all about life in the car business. Telling you like it is, here's the man with the plan, Gary Cameron.
Welcome back to another Buzzer Beater Friday on the 10-Minute Car Sales Talk Podcast. I believe this is episode number 16 on our Buzzer Beater series. That goes along with 22 of our 10-Minute Car Sales Talk Podcast. So there's a little bit of content out there for you to go back and listen to. You know, and I do it on a regular basis. Sometimes I'm a little bit embarrassed on how I sound, but I seem to learn something new every time I listen, not only to my podcast, but others as well. This week we're going to talk about the trade-in close. Now, the trade-in close is something that you would use for a customer that has a trade-in, but either their payments are still too high or they're not getting enough, or at least what they wanted for the trade-in. The trade-in close sounds something like this. First of all, let me ask you guys this. How many times have you had a customer say that they're going to hold off a little bit and save some money? I hear it on a regular basis. As a matter of fact, I heard that just the other day. We had a customer tell us that they were going to wait another 3 or 4 months to try to save an additional $1,000 to help get their payment to where they wanted it to be. And you have to understand, when customers say that, they really believe that they're doing the right thing, that they're making the right decision. But are they really? Let's listen to how this should sound. The customer says, hey, we're going to wait about 3 months and to save another $1,000 or so. My response to them would be, I understand, but I want to make sure that we are on the right vehicle. This is the car that you want to buy. Is that correct? Of course, they say yes, but they just want to be able to lower the payments. And then one of my favorite lines is, well, it sounds to me you're just like me and everybody else. You're on a budget, right? And they say, of course. So, other than getting this to fit in your budget, is there anything else keeping us from wrapping this up today, putting you in your new car, put all the shopping behind you? And usually it's no. So, Mr. Customer, let me ask you this. Would you say your car is going to go up or down in value over the next 3 months? Of course, they're going to say it's going to go down. And on a car like the one you're trying to purchase now that's in such a high demand, would you agree that the prices may go up? And, of course, they're going to agree with that also. Mr. and Mrs. Customer, you need to know this, that the average car drops about $300 per month. So even if you save $1,000, you're only going to be $100 better then than you are today, even if our prices stay the same. Not to mention, you'll still be making payments on the one that you're trying to trade in. And then, God forbid, something goes wrong with your vehicle during that time. Maybe a chip in the windshield. You have to replace a tire. Any kind of mechanical malfunction. It's just going to cost you more money. So wouldn't you agree with me that if we can get this fit in your budget, that now is the best time for you to make this purchase? Of course it is. Mr. and Mrs. Customer, are you going to register this in both of your names or just one? Let me get you something to drink while we wrap up the paperwork. Did that sound hard? I hope not. But it works. Now, just like in every other close, you need to make sure that you've done your job up to that point. You had to meet them. You had to have a really good first impression. You had to do one heck of a presentation and demonstration. You had to build the value. They had to have some emotion attached to this. This is the car they want to buy. They don't want to go back in the one and drive away in the one that they showed up with. So you have to do all these things right for these closes to work. So this weekend, when you have a customer that says they want to wait a couple months to save some money to get a better payment, use the trade-in close. It works. Guys, we're going to have fun this weekend. I hope you guys are selling cars and making money. Remember, the sky's the limit. I'll see you next week.